Hello, sunshine. Thank you for joining Being Awesome with Yvette, where I write and share messages to uplift and encourage you to want to change and do the will of God to become a stronger and better version of you. If this is something you're interested in, please hit the like and subscribe button to be notified when I post the next message. Today, the message is tongue control. The scripture is James 3:2. Indeed, we all make many mistakes, for if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect. We all have said things to people that was not necessary or nice. We need to pray and ask God every day to help us with the words that we say and to change our heart so that our words does not reflect anger or hurt, because not everything needs a response. Let's start counting to 5 before we say anything and ask ourselves, is it necessary or nice? Who is with me? Guys, I've struggled with this. I've struggled with this more in the past than I do now. In the past, I always had an opinion. I did. No matter what anybody said to me, I had an opinion. And sometimes it will cost me relationships and friendships because I did not know that not everything needed a response. Because, we were always taught, I don't know, maybe I was always taught that, let people know what you think, let them know how you feel, But the truth of the matter is, guys, our mouth can get us into so much trouble. And then we're going to God and we're asking God to forgive us when all we had to do was keep our mouth shut. But because we have this thing, or maybe me, you may not be, but because I had this, I was just taught, say what you feel, don't, tell the truth, be honest, don't let, anybody do anything. As I got older, I realized that wasn't the smart thing to always do. My mother tried to tell me that, but because I was more in the street than I was in the word, I allowed that to control everything about me. So as I have gotten older, and I teach my daughter this too. I've taught my daughter this. My daughter's in her 30s now. But sometimes it's just best not to say anything at all and to sit back. And with that being said, she's come back to me so many times and said, Mama, thank you. Because you told me not to say anything, guess what? They found out this or this happened, so thank you. And I've had to learn, especially in relationships, that sometimes just because someone has said anything, I'll just give a prime example. So the guy that I was seeing, he said, why are you paying someone to wash your car? I see women all the time washing their cars and vacuuming their car. I immediately went into anger and hurt because I took it personal. And I immediately opened my mouth and attacked him to the point to where it was ugly. Not gonna lie. Now, I could have used wisdom and shut my mouth and just said, okay, kudos to them women. That's just not me. I used to be that way, but the older I get, the more I realize I'm not going to wash my car. That's just me though. My mom is in her 70s and she still washes her car and vacuums her own car. That's my mom, but that's not me. Again, I have to stay in my lane. But to have tongue control, I could have avoided apologizing. I could have avoided, an argument. I could have avoided, turning into this ugly person at the time and just kept my mouth shut. But because I have a mouth sometimes, I cause all kind of problems. So guys, I'm just asking you, come take this journey with me. Come take the tongue control journey with me. And count to 5. before we say anything. Because now, in certain situations, I am trying to do that. And most of the time, when someone says something that I feel is not appropriate or right, now I just go, okay. That's the best thing for me to do. And I don't really care anymore if anybody thinks that I'm allowing people to, talk down to me, disrespect me, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, I only can control me, and I have to answer to God for my response, not theirs. That was the one thing that got me. I can't answer to why someone said what they said, but I can control what I say. And at the end of the day, like I said, I no longer care about what anyone thinks of me. If they think I'm weak, so be it. I know I'm not weak. Not by a long shot. But guess what? I'm walking away with peace. I don't care what they think, because my response is everything. And it's all in a matter of me controlling my mouth and not responding. Guys, I'm here to let you know, we don't always have to respond to people. Let them say what they want to say. I've learned that, because they already have their opinion anyway. So whether you respond or not respond, they already have their opinion. So what's the point of you responding anyway? And it goes back to, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all anyway. So again, let's ask ourselves, is it necessary for us to respond? Are we going to say something that's kind? If not, just don't say anything at all. I'm asking you, come take this journey with me, the tongue control journey. So me and you, can have a better relationship with God, ourselves, so we can be the better version of ourselves with other people in our life. And I promise you, don't think for 1 minute you not saying anything makes you a weak person. You're not weak. None whatsoever. Because remember, you're working on your relationship with God. And God is teaching us, giving us the wisdom and the knowledge to know we don't always have to say anything. I would rather have that, knowing that I'm doing something to please God, than to be out here trying to prove to people that I'm not weak, or, I'm not strong. I don't care to prove that to them. Because at the end of the day, that's me and God's relationship. And that is what God is working on teaching me. He's given me the knowledge and the wisdom to know when is it necessary for me to say something. And not all responses need a response. I don't know about you, but that's the relationship that I'm wanting to build with God and become a better version of myself. If that is something you're interested in, please like and subscribe and come join me on this journey, the tongue control journey. Again, thank you for listening to Being Awesome with Yvette. Have an awesome day.